Good morning, student, and welcome to the class of Sanskrit. Today we are going to start chapter number 12, Subhashit Saptakam. Subhashit means Sustu Bhasitam iti Subhashitam. Sustu means well, good. Okay, Bhasitam means saying. So it is also said as a good saying, or the another word is epigram. Saptakam means seven. So here we can translate the heading that a bunch of seven good saying. Okay, and we are going to start the study of this lesson. And before we start the study of the epigrams, which are given over here seven, I would like to read the introduction part. And you also have to listen it very carefully. Before you start the study of the lesson and write down the question answer, you also read the introduction which is given, because sometime in many lesson they are asking some questions from introduction too. So Subhashit, epigram, means a beautiful saying or a moral. In Sanskrit, there are many features of the epigrams. One is there are small verses. These are small verses which are able to contain an ocean of wisdom in a small vessel. Okay, means contain an ocean of wisdom in a small vessel means गागर में सागर जिस समझने की जो उक्ति है हिंदी या तो गुजराती में, उतना ज्ञान केवल दो लाइन के एक सुभाषित में से हमको प्राप्त हो सकता है. विस्डम मीन्स इट इज नॉट ए द थिंग्स विच वी कैन मेजर. विस्डम मीन्स हमारा our wittiness, how we become more and more smart in our life. That is depend upon our wisdom. How we find out the solution of the different problem of the life. That is depend upon our wisdom. And this wisdom can get through the Subhashit. Now I am reading ahead. These have been continuously sung by common people and kept alive down the ages. They nourish life. Moreover, Sanskrit epigrams are the nutritions and sustenance of universal feeling as well as the stream of sanskars. So here, what we have learned from the Subhashita and from where the Subhashitas are coming, they are coming from our forefathers. People learn them by heart and then they reciting it and they transfer to the other person to whom they are who are coming in their contact, and in this way these are the learning process which is comes from our forefather and still going on. So it is called kept alive down the ages and they nourish life. This सुभाषित नॉरिश लाइफ हमारी जो हमारा जीवन है उसे पोषण करते हैं, उसे पुष्ट करते हैं. और इसके अतिरिक्त ये जो पूरी यूनिवर्सल फीलिंग है, बंधुत्व, ब्रदरहुड, समानता, इक्वालिटी, सबके प्रति प्रेम की भावना, ये सारी जो भावनाएं हैं, दिस फीलिंग्स आर देयर विच इज मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर द यूनिवर्स. दिस ऑल आर टेकिंग देयर न्यूट्रिशंस from the epigrams which are there in Sanskrit. And even our sanskar, our tradition also nourished by these epigrams. Okay, our ancestors composed this epigram based on the value that they imbibed in their wisdom, and these are popular to this day. Means what? Our ancestors, our forefathers, they made these epigrams and on the values which they have followed or which they have and practice it in their life and their wisdom. Okay, एक मान लो कि सामान्य सुभाषित है कि क्षणश्च कणश्च विद्याम अर्थ जायते, क्षण त्यागे कुतो विद्या, कण त्यागे कुतो धनम. एक एपिग्राम है. कहने का मतलब क्या होता है कि यूजिंग ए बीट ऑफ टाइम एंड इवन don't waste the beat of grain, because if we waste the time, kshana tyage kruto vidya, if we waste the time we can't gain knowledge. If we waste the food, we can't be wealthy person. Kano tyagi krutodhanam. So these are they learn from their way and then they put in their practice this value they imbibe in their life and this wisdom they pass to the other. And in such a way, these epigrams we are having from our ancestors, from our forefathers. Now ahead, downward I am reading. These epigrams of bygone age are still relevant. Even today, these epigrams, without any discrimination, shows the path of living a happy and ideal life. These epigrams, why we are remembering still yet? Because they are still relevant. What the epigrams I told now, it is relevant. If we learn in the 7th standard, I think, about विश्व बंधुत्व की भावना, universal brotherhood, that Rishi has said in the past many years, thousands of years before. Ayam nija paro veti laguna gananam lagu chetasam vasudeva udar charita nam tu vasudeva kutumbakam. This is mine and this is of the other. Who's counting all these things? The selfish person. But the person who is selfless, he considers the entire world as his family. And this wisdom or this idea still it is relevant. You know why there are fighting is increasing among the people, because we become selfish. So these epigrams still share and give us knowledge without any kind of discrimination that how we can have a happy and ideal life. And here we shall here learn 7 epigrams which are like precious gems of Sanskrit language, and whatever values we learn from them we shall try to imbibe in ourselves. Here certain epigrams are very nice one. See here some is here, some of these lines very surely it will remain in your memory for life. As I am remembering all the things, you will also remember. And one of them is Sauhatsanam Nasti Sadhyam Nasti Asadhyam Naranam. Then means what it says, that the person who is with enthusiasm, nothing is impossible for him. Likewise, the last one is there, that Samhate Shreyasi. Samhate means, you must know this. Samhante Karya Sadhika Vilam. Samhate means unity. Unity, Shreyasi means beneficial. And even there are Dravya Usane Chalatam Nadate means not going to be change or unhappy when there is a time of poverty. There are some here epigrams, each and every line will give us certain type of knowledge and wisdom that we can have a nice and contain and happy life in future if we are going to imbibe these values what we learn from this Subhashitani in our life. Okay, first I am going to learn. Here I am going to enlarge it. Shane Pantha, Shane Kantha, Shane Parvata Langanam, Shane Vidya, Shane Vittam, Panchetani, Shane Shane. Shane Pantha. Shane means slowly. First let me give you meaning. Shane means slowly. Pantha means way. Kantha means small quilt. In the quilt means गोदड़ी, एक छोटी सी गोदड़ी बनाते हैं ना सब जो यूज किए हुए जो क्लॉथ्स होते हैं उसको मिलाकर. योर ग्रैंड मदर मे नोस दैट इज कॉल्ड स्मॉल क्विल्ट, कंथा. शनि slowly. Parvat Langanam means cross over the mountain. Vidyam means knowledge. Vittam means wealth. Panch means 5. Etani means this. Shane means slowly. So here, if I am going to give you the translation of this, what the translation will be? The basic word translation: walk slowly. Slowly means not very slowly, but continuously. Because if we walk somewhat fast, then we may become tired. In spite of become tired, be slow and steady. So, Sanaya Pantha, walk slowly. That means continuously. Then Sane Kanta means to make the small quilt, it also require patience because pieces of paper, these clothes are there which is used, and they have to seam by needle and thread very nicely and perfectly. So it is also a time taking process. So take time and make small quilt. Sane Kanta. In the other word, kantha means a particular type of a garment which is made from this bark of tree, and very usually sannyasi or the sage is going to wear it. So, in the sense, here our forefather or the poet want to tell us that to take sannyas, to take the resolution of sannyas, that is also one should take with deep thinking, because if you have taken the certain kinds of decision hastily, it will not be affected for a long time. So, to take a sannyas is a very great resolution, but that should be take, you have to take after deep thinking. So, kantham is here, two words are there, but for the translation, as I told you, the translation what I give, that only you have to write, but explanation, they are asking you an explanation also. In explanation, you have to add certain ideas from yourself. Then Parvat Langana means cross over the mountain. Vidya means, as I told, laws or knowledge. Vittam means wealth. Now, if you are going to, you can't cross over the mountain within a day. If it is a big mountain, take time. If you do some hurriedness, definitely there is a chance to fall down. So, while crossing over the mountain, be patient because it can be done slowly. Likewise, gaining knowledge, it is also a long time process. We can't learn anything within a minute. If you have to learn something, it take a long time. And the things which we learn thoroughly, that only can be there in our mind or in our heart. So, get the knowledge slowly, slowly. And vittam is wealth. One want to become wealthy now. Huh? Here, everybody want to become wealthy in this time. But here poet advises that earn wealth. There is no problem in earning and collecting wealth. But slowly, slowly means in with a fair means. To become wealthy, don't use or don't go on the unfair way, because if you are doing that thing, then definitely you may be a trouble in the future. So these five can achieved slowly, slowly. So this will be the explanation. Now the translation I am going to give. Walk slowly, that means continuously on the road. Make small quilt slowly. Cross the mountains slowly. Learn means get knowledge or lores slowly means thoroughly in the bracket. On wealth means money slowly. These five things should be done slowly, slowly. Now the second. Sheelam Shauryam Analasyam Pandityam Mitra Sangraha Achaurahani Yani Panch Etani Akshayonedi. Now first meaning. Sheelam character. Shauryam bravery. Analasyam absence of laziness. Pandityam scholarship or excellence. Mitra Sangraha collection of friend or indeed good friends. Achauraharniyani means cannot be stolen by thief. Achauraharniyani cannot be stolen by thief. Panch etani, panch means five, etani means these, akshayo means imperishable, nidhi means treasure. So, what will be the translation? That character, bravery, absence of laziness, excellence, collection of good friends. These five are imperishable treasure, cannot be stolen by thief. So in the other way, poet here want to advise us that in spite of collecting this material wealth, gold, rupees, coin, diamond, jewelry, whatever it may be, But these all are the things, it is just like such a things that can be stolen by anybody. But if you have good character, if you are brave enough, you are an active person, to miss, there is no absence of laziness in you. You are scholar in a particular field and you have nice collection of good friend, then definitely these are the more valuable things than this diamond and jewels, because these are imperishable nidhi. Character what you have cannot be stolen by thief. Bravery cannot be stolen by anybody. Your activeness always helpful to you to get something more. Your excellence in particular field give you reputation in society and earn livelihood for you. As well as your collection of good friends, any type of calamity, friends will be there with you to support you. So try to get these five, because these five are imperishable treasure which cannot be stolen by thief. Now third, संहति श्रेयसीं पूषां विगणेषु अपि बन्धुषु तृषे अपि परिभ्रष्टा न प्ररोहन्ति तांडूला. Now I told in the beginning, संहति means unity, श्रेयसी means beneficial, पुंसाम means of the man, विगुणेषु अपि, here sandhi is there, विगुणेषु plus api, विगुणेषु plus api, बंधुषु means relatives or brother, Trushe api, here also sandhi, trusheha visarga sign plus api, paribhrashta removed or separated, na prarohanti do not grow, tandula rice or grain. Here rice only, but grain of rice. So संहति पुंसाम, संहति श्रेयसी पुंसाम विगणेषु अपि बंधुषु त्रुषेरपि परिभ्रष्टा न प्ररोहन्ति तंडुला, means what will be the translation of this? That unity among even the relative possessing opposite quality is beneficial. The rice separated from husk do not grow. Here they compare this thing, how the unity is beneficial. Even we people, anyway, everybody is the different from each other. We all are different from each other. We all having different ideas. But even though we are different for a different culture or wearing different costume or having different type of meals, but though unity among us is beneficial, because if we united, we can defeat the enemy. As trushe means husk. If husk is going to separated from the rice, then that rice which is separated from husk cannot grow, means cannot germinate. Okay? Even only the husk is removed, the rice, the grain of rice does not grow. Likewise, if we have lots of things in us, but if we are separated, we can be defeated by anybody. So here poet advises to be united. Then now the fourth one. Nasti megha samam toyam, nasti chatma samam balam, nasti chakshu samam tejo, nasti dhanya samam priyam. Nasti means is not. Megha samam is like rain. Toyam is water. Chatma samam means cha plus atma samam. Cha means end. Atma samam is like oneself. Balam is strength. Chakshu samam is like eyes. Tejam is lustre. Dhanya samam is like a grain. Priyam is pleasing or favorable or loving. So here poet has compared four things. These four things are unique in this world. Okay? Means there is a lots of water on the earth. No, you know that 2/3 part is covered by water. But the water which rain can shower, that is uncomparable. We can't compare that water with anybody. Okay? It may be in mighty flow as well as the purest form. The rainwater is uncomparable. So There is no water like water of rain. Nasti cha atma samam balam. Balam is strength or power. You may have your friend having nice strength, very powerful, bulky body, but every time he will not present to help you. To fight against any kind of calamity, your strength is needed, and that is only the strength which help you. So we should not have to depend on others, because there is no strength like oneself. Nasti chakshu samam tejo. Light, lustre. Tejam is lustre, light. But if a person do not have eyes, then how he can see light? Even the thousands of light are there, or thousands of suns are there, shining brightly. But the person who does not have eye can't see the light, because light can be seen by eyes only. That is why poet told that there is no luster like eyes, and there is nothing favorable or loving like grain, because we all feel hungry, and whenever we are hungry, only food can gives us happiness. Okay, so there nothing is favorable in this world like food. So here the translation I am going to read for you. There is no water like that is from rain. There is no strength like oneself. There is no luster like eyes, and nothing is loving or favorable like the grain or food. Okay, and now we are going to see the fifth one. And then after completing this explanation of this fifth lesson, we will going to stop for this. Today means I will give you some work, but let me complete this fifth one first. Satyam tapo jnanam ahimsantam च विद्वत प्रणामम च सुशीलताम च एतानीय विद्याति स विद्वान न एक पक्षो विहग प्रयाति. Satyam, truthful. Tapa, penance. Penance means one should control oneself. Gnanam, knowledge. Ahinsata, ahimsatam means non-violence. Cha means end. Vidvata pranam, showing respect or giving respect to the scholar, or bow down to the scholar. Sushiltam means goodness. Etani means this. Yo vidyati. Yo means yah means who. Vidyati means possess, having. Sa means that. Vedvan means scholar. Na ekapaksha. Na means not. He plus ekapaksha. Ekapaksha means one wing. Vihaga means bird. Prayate means fly. So here poet has compared to whom we can consider a great person or a scholar person. The person who is excellence in his subject, no, that is not enough. The person who is truthful, but ignorance, if he is ignorant, then also no value. Tapa, only penance can't make you great. Only your knowledge can't make you great. Okay, so here certain things are there that a person should possess, then only he can consider as scholar. Which are that things? All this. The person who possesses these: truthfulness, penance, knowledge, truthfulness, penance, knowledge, non-violence, bowing down or showing respect to scholar, and goodness, he is scholar. A bird cannot fly with one wing. As a bird, if a bird want to fly, it must have two wings. Likewise, a person who want to consider himself a scholar, then he must possess all these qualities in him. Here the translation here I am going to give you. Meaning I said, the one who possesses truth, penance, knowledge, non-violence, bow down to learned person, and goodness is a real scholar as bird having one wing cannot fly. So here I am going to stop in this lesson for part 1. In this lesson, okay, today I'm going to send you the lesson PDF only, because question answer and all other things I will send you afterward. And what the other things you have to do, that here some in this lesson, from this lesson, two verses are there that you have to learn. So that is given in your textbook exercise. Two verses are there, Shane Panta and Nasti Meghasamam. This all I'm sending to you. So you must write down for 3 times and learn it well, and then try to understand. Okay, if you are in need, then okay, I'm also going to send you the entire translation of 7 verses, but you may write only the translation of 5. Rest you can write down next time when I will going to explain that also. But for today, I am going to send you the PDF also of lesson as well as translation, and that you have to write down in your CW. You have to write down these verses for 3 times, and you have to learn. You have to write down it separately in one book. When I am going to call you for book checking, you must show me this work also. Okay, and then we will going to meet in the part 2 for the next time. So this time we have learned about 5 verses, and from this 5 verses, whatever the ideas what we have got or wisdom we have got, that to possess, to be truthful person, to try to get the knowledge, be humble. Vedvata pranam means be humble. Even though you are scholar, try be humble. Sushiltam, possess goodness, because these all qualities can make you an admirable person in the society. Likewise, try to be united first with your family, then with your all friends, okay, and then try to possess a good character. Be brave enough, be active, leave the laziness what you are having now. Because of this online study, many of you become very lazy. Leave it. Then Pandityam, try to get the excellence in your subject. Okay, and these all the values we must try to imbibe in our day-to-day life, so we can be a very nice, successful and happy person in life. Okay, so my dear student, today I am going to take hold over here. This is the part 1 which I am going to send you. As I told, with this I am going to send you the PDF of this lesson as well as PDF of the translation. In translation, while writing the translation of second, in the first page I have made the mistake, so I have written down the translation separately, and that also I am going to send you. Okay, so stay at home, be careful, don't go out without any kind of emergency, be at home, study all the things nicely, and if you are getting any kind of doubt, you are welcome. Thank you.